Time for an American Family News Update. I'm Bronson Woodruff. Iran rejected a call Tuesday by 3 European countries demanding it to refrain from any retaliatory attacks that would further escalate regional tensions. French President Emmanuel Macron, German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, and British Prime Minister Keir Starmer issued a joint statement on Monday. They endorsed the latest push by mediators Qatar, Egypt, and the U.S. to broker an agreement to end the Israel-Hamas war. The European leaders also called for the return of numerous hostages held by Hamas and the unfettered delivery of humanitarian aid. And they asked that Iran and its allies refrain from retaliation that would further escalate regional tensions after the late July killing of a Hamas political leader in Tehran. The Supreme Court is preparing to hear arguments regarding a voter registration law in Arizona. William Lajeunesse has that report.
Republican lawmakers are trying to convince the U.S. Supreme Court, in this case, Justice Elena Kagan is hearing this emergency appeal, that every voter must show proof of citizenship when registering to vote. Democrats and some Latino groups say no. The law represses minority voters. Arizona already requires this kind of proof in state and local races. 2 years ago, the state attempted to expand that to federal elections. They got shot down by the Ninth Circuit, so GOP lawmakers are now appealing to the U.S. Supreme Court. Arizona is the first and only state to do this.
It's already illegal for non-citizens to vote in federal elections. Both sides expect a decision in the case next week. Former President Donald Trump recounted his assassination attempt in vivid detail and promised the largest deportation in U.S. history during a high-profile return to the social media platform formerly known as Twitter. Musk, a former Trump critic, said the Republican nominee's toughness, as demonstrated by his reaction to last month's shooting, was critical for national security. The rare public conversation between Trump and Musk spanned for more than 2 hours Monday night. It was overwhelmingly friendly, revealed little new about Trump's plans for a second term. The former president spent much of the discussion focused on his recent assassination attempt, illegal immigration, and his plans to cut government regulations. The session was intended to serve as a way for the former president to reach potentially millions of voters directly. It was also an opportunity for X, a platform that relies heavily on politics, to redeem itself after some struggles. An abortion measure is set to go before voters in Arizona in November. Tanya J. Powers has that story.
The Arizona Secretary of State's office says it has certified almost 578,000 signatures in support of the ballot measure. That means voters in November will get to decide whether to add the right to an abortion to the state constitution. Arizona law currently bans abortion after 15 weeks and includes exceptions for medical emergencies. The new measure would move that to 24 weeks and include exceptions to save the mother's life or to protect her physical or mental health. Abortion is also on the ballot in other states this year, including Colorado, Florida, Maryland, Nevada, New York, and South Dakota. Tanya J. Powers, Fox News.
Democratic U.S. Representative Ilhan Omar, one of the far-left House members known as the Squad, and a sharp critic of Israel, is trying to avoid the fate of two of her closest allies when Minnesota holds its primary elections on Tuesday, today. Omar is defending her Minneapolis area 5th District seat against a repeat challenge from former Minneapolis City Council member Don Samuels, a more centrist liberal, whom she only narrowly defeated in the 2022 primary. In the main statewide race of the ballot, conservative populist and former NBA player Royce White is facing a more conventional GOP candidate, Navy veteran Joe Frazier, for the right to challenge Democrat Senator Amy Klobuchar. And that'll do it for this American Family News Update. Thanks for watching. Also be sure and check out AFN.net for more news from a Christian perspective. I'm Bronson Woodruff.